Hey guys, I'm Ryan Lai from UNBOUND VISION, and we're here to once again go over the speed drawing process for our upcoming anime web series TAKESHI. And again, right now I'm redesigning a armored suit for one of our main characters for the show. And if you don't know what TAKESHI is an original anime web series, a dark superhero story set in Osaka, Japan. And it has a very horrific twist on science gone wrong. So it's going to be a very dark, very, very interesting show. And right now, as you're seeing, I'm just speed drawing silhouettes. And again, as I said in the previous video, the reason that we do this is because silhouettes are so important to actually getting your character distinguished and making it super unique. Because you could put in all the details in the world again, and it wouldn't make much of a difference. And yeah, right now I'm just, I'm just exploring different unique shapes. And, sometimes you run into an artist block, you're like, and you have to figure out, like, what do I do here? But, you just go on, and even if you don't know what you're doing exactly, this is a very sketchy process. This is a very rough process, so it's okay to be rough. This is not a final drawing. This is just to get a character. This is just to get a feeling for your character, I should say. An overall tone. And maybe a theme, if the character has a theme. I won't go over whether this character or not has a theme. You'll just have to figure out when we release the trailer. And again, we're working on a fully animated trailer. And what you're seeing right now is just me practicing some anatomy. I'm just doing a little bit of anatomy right now. And it's, it's okay. I'm a little out of practice. I might need a little bit more practice. But there it is. I mean, it's pretty good for not having any reference, but again, you can put all the and this is a good example. You can put in all the details in the world, but it won't really make an interesting silhouette. Sometimes the only way to go for it is to just do it. Just draw and see what happens, You don't always have to know. And this is just me labeling the characters and me freaking out because there's so many silhouettes. Like up to this point, there's like 220 silhouettes, right? And if there's anything I would recommend getting a lot of reference. It doesn't matter how talented you are, how skilled you are, you're always gonna need lots of reference. And yeah, that was me looking at some previous designs. I was like, it's okay. I can do better than that. And but yeah, get lots of reference because it helps so much. And if you're ever in the artist block, just look at some really cool concept art, If you're ever in that artist block, it'll help you break past that brick wall. And another thing I would recommend is always flipping your canvas. Flip your canvas horizontal and flip it vertical, because you'll never really know whether your character looks really good unless you do that. Because you might be like, I'm doing so good on this right side, but then you flip it and it looks terrible, right? It's the common thing that a lot of artists do. And actually, before we had programs like Photoshop, we would have to actually take our page, like a comic book page. We would take our comic book page and we would flip it against the light. And it was really hard to actually tell, it was hard to do that because it's not instantaneous like you could do it in Photoshop. You can just press, in Photoshop, you press Control-T, and then you right-click with your mouse or your pen, and just say flip horizontal or flip vertical, or you can say distort. It's really useful. I mean, a great volunteer worker, Jamie Javel, basically showed me that technique. I was like, oh my god, this just saved me so much time. And as you may have seen, I was listening to Pretty Cure, and I like it. It's a good show. I mean, it's super pretty, and just to relieve some stress, I decided to draw a magical girl, and yeah, I mean, it was fun. I haven't drawn a magical girl in a while, but it was a lot of fun. It was a great stress reliever. Other than that, I just got back to it, and I think this is basically where we reached the end of our video. Yeah, this is basically where we reached the end of our video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, because it's a long process and a lot of drawings, but it's a lot of fun, and we hope you guys stick around for more of our process, because when we release this trailer, it's gonna be absolutely amazing, and we're super passionate about it, and we are currently on schedule. But other than that, and here I am just showing you, here are some of the characters I did. And here's some of the characters I did for another one. And that's it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.